So up next, we would like to welcome to the stage Justin Belmont from Think Tank Automation. Justin, congratulations on making it to the final 6 companies. We're excited to learn more about your business. And if you haven't gotten a call yet from Chief Louie, it should be coming through soon. Welcome. We can see you. Can we just test your mic quick?
Test.
Perfect. We can hear you as well. How about you pull up those slides and we'll just make sure everything's smooth and then I'll hand it over to you.
Awesome.
Great. That looks awesome. Take it away.
Perfect. Hello, investors, founders, and friends. My name is Justin Belmont. I'm a proud Ojibwe from the Gambler First Nations, and I'm the founder, inventor, and CEO of Think Tank Automation. We've developed the world's first precision fertigation system for the cannabis and agriculture industries, which is being used by the country's top producers. We're an Indigenous-owned business founded in 2017. We've raised over 1.3 million in seed capital, of which $600,000 is from our founders. We've invested over $1 million into our technology. We've generated $1.6 million in sales since 2017, and another 1.7 million in purchase orders and LOIs starting this year. My journey started 12 years ago when I was in a car accident and received my medical cannabis cultivation license. I quickly discovered how complex and challenging it was to provide nutrients to plants. I needed a product solution that could help me save time. That's when the vision for Think Tank came to life. On the right, you can see a picture of my early prototype and a recent installation at a large-scale cultivation facility. Today, we have a fully scalable, state-of-the-art platform for the craft grower all the way up to an industrial-sized facility. Our platforms cost between $60,000 and $600,000 and carry a 50% profit margin. We have economical lease-to-own options, which cost as little as $500 a month, and we earn recurring revenue through our SaaS features and consumables. We help solve the cannabis industry's biggest challenges, which are cost control, quality, and compliance. We have a platform which uses precision fertigation technology, which helps reduce freshwater and fertilizer consumption, also reducing effluent waste, which is adaptable to any form of agriculture. Through the use of automation, we can save a business up to 50% in labor, while also reducing the risk of human error. We have an embedded government compliance reporting system, which is an industry first. You could lose your license or face up to $1 million fine from Health Canada for non-compliance of reporting. As you can see, we have great reviews about our products, and they're asking for it by name for all of their new facilities. Our clients are among the top cannabis producers in the country, such as Avant Brands, who's listed on the TSX, and they've purchased our platform for all of their facilities across the country. The founder and CEO states that they're very impressed with our team and products and that we are outliers in the industry. The North American cannabis market is huge. With nearly 17,000 license holders, that's a $1.7 billion total addressable market that's growing 20% year over year. Combine this with the growing demand for localized food production and the tens of thousands of greenhouses around the world, we have an immense opportunity on our hands. We will be profitable in our second year and reach 8 million in sales in our third. We'll get there by selling 70 systems, mostly comprised of our micro cultivation platforms, which are plug and play. Our current focus is to fulfill the existing purchase orders, then entering into the US market, which is literally 20 times the size of the Canadian market. We'll be enhancing our product with artificial intelligence and releasing a mass market recreational system. We also own 54% of an R&D micro cultivation facility that's in its final build-out stage, and it's located inside our warehouse. There are significant strategic benefits to having this Indigenous-owned production facility in close proximity. It's an R&D site for testing our future products, and it enables us to showcase our operating fertigation system for prospective clients. The real benefit is that it's an independently managed company, which generates 1.6 million in net annual revenue. I'm proud to introduce you to my team, my leadership team, who has been around since the beginning. We're a well-rounded group. I drive the vision of the product. Jeff Scott's our CFO, and John Crummy leads our technology development staff. We've also assembled a team of advisors who have a broad range of experience building companies. I just want to recap why Think Tank Automation. We're a proud Indigenous business with a proven patent-pending product with industry-leading customers. We have purchase orders and LOIs valued at $1.7 million and a high-value platform with recurring revenue. We're introducing clean technology to a sector which prior to us has not been a focus. We preserve fresh water, reduce fertilizer consumption, while also reducing pollution and effluent waste. I'm excited to announce that we're launching a $1 million equity funding round next week. It's RRSP and EBC eligible, where BC investors can receive a 30% refundable tax credit. This process with AO will be an experience I'll never forget. Thank you very much.
That's amazing. Thanks so much, Justin. It's been such an honor to have you a part of this process. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
I would now like inspiration.
Bye. Have a good rest of your evening. All right. Next to the stage is the due diligence lead for Think Tank Automation. I would like to welcome to the virtual stage Maya Scholl-Olmsted to be able to give the due diligence report this evening. Maya, thanks so much for joining. And I said this to you yesterday, but I'm going to say it again. I love this photo of you so much. It's so amazing. I feel like it just captures your whole spirit and aura. So thanks for joining this evening. We can see you. Seems like we can hear you. So take it away.
All right. Fantastic. Gosh, thanks. I don't even know where to go with that. So I'm Maya Olmsted. I am the due diligence co-lead. I just want to make sure that I give credit to other members of my team, Henry King and Bucky Mills and Reese Tomlinson. And I really want to talk a little bit about why I joined this summit before I talk about the amazing Justin and his team. And I think that's important because I wanted to participate in this process because I wanted to join with local activist investors who care very deeply about their community. And so I want to make sure that I'm encouraging anybody out there to join the summit next year. I think this is a learning program that supports both founders and investors together. And that's really important because we're working in parallel commitment to mutual growth in our community. And this is an opportunity for us to answer the Truth and Reconciliation call to action number 92. It gives us a chance to fulfill our part of reconciliation work. It ensures that we partner and that we learn from Indigenous leadership. And that benefits everybody in the beautiful Okanagan territories. And frankly, beyond. And I really just think that it's simply a part of approaching business in a really good way. And nobody arrives here alone. And so to that end specifically, I want to make sure that I personally am recognizing that even I couldn't be here to speak about Think Tank Automation without my family, without my elders, without specifically my high school science teacher. I wouldn't have even understood Think Tank Automation without her. The amazing faculty that is at the Faculty of Creative and Critical Studies and the Arts Co-op program at UBCO, and for all of those who are looking for partnerships for really fantastic students, I recommend that you reach out to them. I was a member of that program myself, and it helps you to connect the dots with the numbers, with the cultural heritage, with the arts, and of course, with all of the feelings that are involved in working for a business that you're super passionate about. So our whole entire due diligence team worked together quite well. And I just want to say again how deeply appreciative I am. Everybody sort of worked into their zone of genius, and we explored the following areas. To begin with, we started with the strength of the team because this is a very early stage company, and Justin and his co-founders have everything that we need in future business leaders. They have integrity, they have passion, they have very deep knowledge of the industry. They have experiential knowledge along with considerable technical knowledge. The team has experience working together as a team. They're not new at this game. They have forged their relationship with each other through ups and downs. And that's really critical when you're talking about new stage companies. They are driven by curiosity and open-ended questions. And they are profoundly committed to ensuring that cannabis as medicine is made available to everybody. Their strengths are in engineering, in software design, in innovation, in conservation, in horticulture itself, combined with business acumen that positions the leaders to execute on long-range plans of a tech-enabled enterprise. And if you need the numbers, then I can cite Harvard Business Research. Culturally diverse executive teams are 27% more likely to create superior value and 33% more likely to have industry-leading profitability. And the leaders of Think Tank are committed to respecting broad experiential knowledge from traditional sources, as well as the hard sciences and the business financials that need numeric documentation. There is market opportunity. The think tank automation platform is created by experienced medical cannabis knowledge keepers for wide-scale use by rapidly emerging market. With high quality, widely accessible technology that is set for future web-based agile adaptation and evolution, the think tank automation is poised for exponential growth as producers, growers, and even Health Canada itself as part of that continued preparation for the expansion of cannabis healthcare solutions. I just want you to kind of break it down, and if I've lost you in all the gobbledygook and techno speak, most gardeners themselves know that what we put into plants produces and dictates the quality of the growth and the nutritional value of the food or the health of the plant. If we quote Justin himself, there's seed to sales software that tracks the growth stage of every individual plant and ultimately where each gram of consumable product ends up nationally. But up until now, none of that automatically tracks the fertilizer input that goes into the plant. And think tank automation helps to close that data loop. I think if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm an impact investor, and I want to carry the voices of the women before me who believe that business needs to make the world a better place for everybody. The problem that is addressed by think tank automation is significant. The reporting and tracking requirements, as mentioned earlier this evening from Health Canada, are very strict. They are punitive to the point where improper reporting can result in a license being revoked, or the business can face up to $1 million fine. And these administrative monetary penalties can quite literally bankrupt the entire dreams of a small business entrepreneur. The ability to mix clean, high-quality fertilizer and water in precise ratios reduces wasted extractive labor practices. It provides scalable automation technology, which also improves plant health, and that creates an opportunity to compete with big ag tech in ways that restore healthy plant biodiversity. Think Tank Automation is an Indigenous-owned enterprise. It's created solutions that will play a significant role in creating diverse jobs for both present and future generations. Our entire world is recognizing and honoring our connections to the land. We are remembering and we are respecting the value of traditional plant-based medicines and comprehensive holistic healthcare solutions. And cannabis production can be about profiteering at the expense of traditional knowledge keepers, or it can be about building manufacturing facilities in reconciliation with Indigenous partners. It can become an industry that devalues individual unique solutions in favor of behemoth ag tech practices, or it can be about valuing inclusive innovation in workplaces that decolonizes the practice of building wealth for destructive purposes. It can be about destroying the planet in indoor growing facilities that waste natural resources, or it can be about working in efficient tech-enabled spaces that take advantage of blending the modern electronics, democratized platform technologies, clean water, reduced fertilizer wastage. I could go on and on and on. A key component of de-risking present investments and improving the future for 7 generations and beyond, from the impacts of climate change to minimizing the loss of human capital through what we call now the Great Resignation, is all about intentionally and mindfully co-creating a future that implements ESG in tech-enabled businesses that are massively scalable. Think Tank
Thanks so much, Maya.
Yeah.
We just need to wrap up to move on to the last pitch of the evening, but we so appreciate your insights on Think Tank Automation. And thank you so much for putting the time and energy in over the past couple of weeks to connect with Justin and his team.